Hey everyone, I wanted to check in and make a Dear Diary video. The last 2 days I have been feeling like overwhelmed and then paralyzed. I think it's important to talk about this part of the process because I'm sure it's pretty normal, to be honest. You know, like when we're spiraling, this is how we're kind of like moving through space-time. When we bring change into our lives, it's like part of the whole, like I feel like I haven't completely finished out the cycle and gotten a few like revolutions under my belt. And so when I kind of circle back to that space that I was in before, it's not as intense, but it's like recognizable. And yesterday I kind of felt that feeling where I'm like, oh, what is this? It's like doubting everything, feeling lost, feeling purposeless, seeing people that are like really, really good at what they do, and that's what they focus on, and that's what they do to make money, and they're contributing to the world. And I feel like I'm not doing that, and it can kind of affect me sometimes. Like, what am I actually doing? What am I contributing? Then I start thinking about like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to contribute? And I think about what I'm really good at, which is like I have a really fine intuition about things. Like I can feel people, I can feel into people. I understand things that people don't speak. So it's like there's this like energetic language that's happening that I understand, like my soul, my heart, even my mind cognizes it, but I haven't figured out a way to, you know, help people. It's like I'm helping people in private, one-on-one, kind of here and there. And I want to do better. Like not better, that's the wrong word. I want to do more. I want to be more refined, I guess, that process. Then I start thinking about how I've been like in the last year been like breaking free of the constraints of like our programming and how things are supposed to work. And I've even done this with Shine Your Heart, where in the old days, you start a brand, you have a brand voice and vibe, you know, everything that you're posting, and have to maintain consistency with that voice. But that process totally made me feel locked and kind of like pigeonholed into a very specific square, like very limited, because I couldn't express other things where I felt it was natural and I wanted to express those things, but I couldn't because it wasn't the brand voice. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now in all of this. Like I struggle with knowing how to build things in this very structured way, but I have to get out of that. Like I don't want to be locked into that, because yesterday and the day before, I'm trying to build content where I'm like, there are certain things that I want to talk about. I have knowledge about like numerology and soul contracts, and I want to share that. And I'm like, what's the format? Instead of just grabbing my phone and sitting here and doing this, I overthink like, oh, I've got to like do the thing and I have to put, you know, and it's like, dude, I'm kind of struggling with like letting go of that old structure and just being, just expressing and being creative. And, you know, I think like I wanted to make this Dear Diary about it because I think maybe there's other people that are kind of experiencing the same thing. And also when you're in transition, like we're moving societally from, and like even energetically on the planet, we're moving from systems that are based in limitation into systems that are based in abundance and authenticity. And there's like, you know, we're not fully in one and we're not fully in the other. We're kind of in this back and forth. But even me recognizing yesterday that like, this is too much. I can't care anymore, like what it looks like. I can't care. If I get a nudge to make a video and it's a video on soul chart readings or soul contracts or numerology, I'm going to make the video and I'm going to post it. If I get a nudge to make a video about Paris, because there's a billion things going on about my move to Paris that I need to talk about that are important, because I want you guys to be along for the journey. And it just stays in my mind. It stays in my head. It stays inside of me. And then it starts to get like, so I've decided I'm just gonna let all that go. I don't care if my Instagram is clunky. I don't care if it feels like I don't need it to be like, oh, let's flow, and you know, I don't want all that. I want authenticity. This Dear Diary series has been so perfect for me because it's almost like this activity of just saying this shit like opens a gateway and it gives me permission. It like opens this shit up so I can be like, okay, like it's just all out there. I don't have to worry about what it looks like, how to, like I've spent so many years putting things very strategically. I'm very good at strategizing, but I don't want to strategize this. I want to have a direction and have a little bit of structure, but also not let the structure get in way of the creative process, which is what I've been doing, and why in the last 2 days I've been feeling like I get overwhelmed and then I want to stick my head in the sand like a freaking ostrich. I wanted to bring some attention to that. Dude, just, it's so crazy to kind of like zip off this old like bodysuit and this old mindset and like step into this thing, because we don't really have, we're really creating the standards by which we live by, and each one of us is doing it a little bit differently. That's it for me today. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.